All right, so let's get into this. Damn, I fucked that all the way up.
Hey, look, I was
What?
like, I was gonna let you do you.
I ain't know
Uh,
what you was doing. I ain't getting no good energy to start this motherfucker off either. I was like, all right, we just gonna just jump in this motherfucker. All right, it's cool.
What's going on, y'all? This is another episode of Prolific Project with AJ, DJ, and Jamarcus, aka Suntan Superman, Big Germ,
Man,
and
if you
Lil.
don't go on with this bullshit.
This is what happens whenever you give us a transition, huh? So, guys, what we just did right now was like a transition to where we went from another episode to this episode. And so we thought we were keeping the same energy across, but we're not. Because you know
We're
why?
not.
AJ wants to sit back and switch it up because he's late. He doesn't want to talk about him being late. So this is where we are right now. But yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. It's your turn. It's your words. You got the floor, producer, man.
Oh my gosh! In the last episode, we already discussed this, and you want to go back to this. We're reviewing Doughboy. Oh, really?
Go ahead and start it off, host.
So yeah. Oh, really? By Doughboy, he is signed to Free Band Gang, which is a future label. I enjoyed this. Coming off the especially looking at the cover art, I was like, oh, it's gonna be some shit, some fuck shit. And not in a bad way. Starting off the album, Big O Really, like I fuck with like first, like really, if you, no pun intended, really, if you wanna the first nine, I mean the first eight, I was like, I fuck with this run. I fuck with this run the first eight. And then you get Cry For Me with Ty Dolla $ign. Ty Dolla $ign was on that hook singing, man.
Yeah, that Cry For Me track is pretty cool.
Yeah, that shit tough. But and then the whole Ain't My Fault, the whole Ain't My Fault track was tough. And like I said, I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. I'm not the biggest 42 Dugg fan. But when he's on somebody else's song, it slap, man. It slap. He's one of them. He's one of them artists that I talk about. That I'm like, man, I don't. If I just heard him on features, I'd be pretty cool. Without
I mean, 42 Dugg just sound like he don't really know what he want to do with his own music. But when he get on somebody else's shit and has a direction of where he needs to go, then he's pretty straight. That would it sound like to me.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that at all.
I'm not looking for a 42 Dugg album.
I mean, oh, of course not.
I'm not looking for it.
Even if he go God mode on the feature, I'm still not looking for it.
I'm not looking for a 42 Dugg album. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm not looking for it. Honestly, this go ahead. I'm gonna pause what I just said. I have in my mind. I'm gonna say that very clearly on this.
For sure.
Go ahead.
Man, look, my tracks. I'll just get my tracks. My tracks, 3 a.m. in LA. Respectfully.
Yeah, that shit is hard.
Yeah,
LA was hard.
That shit was beating too.
Hey, yeah. I was like, I thought it was just me. I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah, that 3 a.m. in LA, man. When I tell you, when that shit came on, I was like, oh, okay. This is the song right here.
Did Future produce this album?
No, he ain't producing. He ain't even on this album.
That's what's shocking to me as well.
And yeah, I guess he was like he.
He did. He did executive produce it. Future and Southside.
Oh, I thought you were saying, did he produce it? Like,
well, I mean, executive producer. That's what I meant, like EP credits.
Oh yeah. Then yeah.
I mean, it's kind of good. I mean, I don't mean to cut you off, but it's kind of good that Future ain't on. Not saying that like Future like.
No, he's not trash. Like, it's just that if it's your artist, you don't want to sit back and like
be on every song type shit.
Yeah. No, I'm happy he wasn't on this. Actually, I'm super happy.
Yeah.
He gave me way too much of him on fucking Gunna's album.
Bro, that man was on every song almost.
Yeah, damn
it was, bro.
He really was on a lot of songs on that. But 3 AM in LA, respectfully, Ain't My Fault, Give Me Both of them, and Cry For Me. Yeah, those songs was like, them songs was slapping. Like, there's other I like Mission Impossible.
I'm surprised you didn't say Mission Impossible in your tops. Like, I thought you would really like Mission Impossible more than anything.
For real?
I don't know. I really thought that was going to be the thing that you were going to say. And then also the joint, well, you already said Ain't My Fault, but I thought Ain't My Fault and then Mission Impossible were going to be your top 2 tracks. I didn't think you were going to say 3 AM in LA. I thought it was just going to be a me and DJ thing. To be honest with you, I don't know why. I just thought like 3 AM in LA just slapped. I was like, nah, he wants to hear some ratchet niggas on the song. So.
No, man, that shit was tough. I partied Turbo and Nato Wick was cool. I fuck with that too. Like there's just a lot of songs I fuck with on here, and then he got some I don't say introspective songs, but he's got some different sounding songs where he's trying to give you a little bit more of him, like Myself and Life Goes On. What was the other song? Cry For Me was one of those songs, and Real Recognize Real. So he had some of those songs that was slowed down that he was trying to, like give you more of himself, which was a good healthy balance.
Mm-hmm.
But all in all, yeah, this album slap. Like I said, I fuck with a majority of the songs. Some of these songs I'd take off because I don't think there should be 19 songs. I'll probably take off maybe like 3 or 4, and I could be like, all right, these songs right here are I'm good with these.
Yeah, I think he could do. I think this project would probably got more listens out of me if it was like 15 songs.
Yeah. There's a few of them that they can just go away. But what I was gonna say is that a majority of these people that are on here as features, I would not look for them for their solo projects. I'm just not checking for them. They just sound way better this way. I do think that this thing was good though. It was way better than I thought.
Me too.
I was a little disappointed when I was like, okay, I know this isn't gonna be what I want to hear. But Big O really came on and kind of kept me on an even keel. But then when 3 AM in LA came on, I was like, okay, all right, my bad doubts. I shouldn't have been down you. And then respectfully came on and Ain't My Fault. You really did say it kind of right. That first 8 tracks was kind of like, oh, okay, we out here came to play. I see Future made sure these tracks are good because he knows that we gotta get the best foot forward for this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he been grinding for a hella long time.
Yeah, I was sitting there looking. I was like, this dude got plenty of albums out here just trying to make them work. My favorite track is definitely it's 3 AM in LA. It's like my number 1 track.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. And then I go to Cry For Me, Hot Party, and Ain't My Fault. And then you kind of throw whatever else in between there for that part. But it's a good album though, man. Like I was very surprised at how decent the album was based upon like what I expected, the names I saw on the album. I really didn't care for the Lil Uzi track off the top. Didn't really care for that too much.
Yeah, me neither.
Some type of beat or something. I mean, I liked it, but I didn't like it as much because I'm like, man, I kind of wanted to hear y'all on a different type of song.
Yeah. Overall, it was good though, man. Like I'm not this at the moment. This will be in the top 5 for this moment. I would probably pull out that Weeknd album. Just because I wasn't a huge fan of the Weeknd album, but it should still be a top 5 right now at the moment. It should definitely be up there. So I mean, I like it though. I'm definitely very pleased. 2 good albums, man. We had 2 good albums for review today, man. It's the first in like a long time. In a long time. Thank you, Mr. Producer, man.
You a liar.
Hey man, it's DJ's turn. Go ahead, DJ.
Hey, well, I agree with both of you. I think this project was solid. Agree more with Jamarcus on the fact that going in, I probably wouldn't have listened to this album if AJ wouldn't have suggested. I probably wouldn't even known about this album if AJ wouldn't have suggested it. Cause like I had looked at the cover and I saw the name, and I was like, yeah, switch this out for Pink Switch.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to see if he gonna budge for it, but it didn't budge. But I'm kind of glad he didn't, because I did enjoy some of these songs. Because definitely 3 a.m. in LA. Ain't My Fault had me hyped. Like I was sorting packages. He's like, ain't my fault. I'm like sorting packages. I'm like, all right, nigga, shit. All right, I got a little groove going. But I ain't gonna lie, I like that Both of Them song with Moneybagg Yo. That Both of
Yeah,
Them song was like, that shit was hard.
they
Like
both they
yeah,
both did.
they definitely did their thing. I think Moneybagg Yo snapped though. And
I think
I
his
got
flow
it.
was really good on that
Yeah.
song.
I gotta start giving Moneybagg Yo his props, bro, because he be
Oh yeah.
snapping. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying? He be
So yeah,
snapping. I can't lie.
this is a side note. What's hilarious is y'all are doing that because Jamarcus gave Lil Baby his credit because she did not like Lil Baby first coming out. Man,
At
with
all.
I
he
think
was
with
like,
me, with Moneybagg Yo, bro, like it just the way he raps sometimes, it don't really move me.
You know
And
what?
it's
Like,
like
all right.
when go ahead.
kind of like
No,
body
you
type,
good. You good.
like he's just reading.
No, I think that
Well, it's not
we
even that.
gotta start giving like people their respect when they make good music, man. Like, if people
Yeah,
make
for
good
sure.
music. Like if you putting out good music, you putting out good music. Yeah, I may not like the way that your delivery may come across or whatever the case may be. Like I understand when he's saying music, he's saying music or whatever it is. Like it sounds very, very different or whatever the case may be. But for some reason, this dude makes jams. He makes
Oh
bangers.
yeah. And
Yeah,
then like only thing about like Moneybagg Yo that gets me though is just like sometimes like I'll be listening to how he rapping and not listening to what he's saying. And that
Yeah.
would be throwing me off sometimes. So I was like, I respect Moneybagg Yo because he had a dope feature with J. Cole and YG that dropped the other
Yeah.
day, well yesterday too. So
wow.
yeah, that shit was dope. But going back to this album, I think I mean y'all said it all, man. Like I mean y'all really hit the hammer on the head, like for real, because this project's pretty decent, man. I'm glad that I enjoyed it, because if I didn't, you would have heard my wrath. Um but for real, 3 a.m. in LA, Ain't My Fault, both I like Cry For Me, and I thought Perfect Timing was a cool track too.
Yeah, it was. It
I
was.
thought Perfect Timing was a cool track. But all in all, um I think it's a solid project, and I think he do be having some bars every now and then. It kind of threw me off one time when he had he had a real mellow tone, and then he was calling himself Doe Beezy. And I was like, am I listening to a Doe B album right now, bro? Like the
Yeah.
fuck?
Thought
Yeah,
Like,
man.
so that's the only thing that kind of like threw me off. Um, but all in all, man, I think this is a pretty cool album, man. I probably, I don't know when it comes. I mean, we ain't reviewed a whole lot of albums this year, but I'm not expecting this to be in my top 10. I'm not gonna lie, because like of what is yet to come. But as of
Yeah.
right now, it is a solid project out of all the albums we reviewed. So it's definitely up there right now.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, we haven't reviewed anything that was like whack yet.
No, I don't think so.
So
Well, I
like,
mean, it depends on like, because I
well,
ain't gonna say the Weeknd album was whack.
Bro, it's
I
just like
can't
you got
vibe
you've
to it,
been,
bro.
yeah. So the Weeknd album's not whack. It's just you expect greatness from the Weeknd.
Cause
And he
like,
put out an okay album.
cause at first I was listening to it, I didn't care for it. Then I thought I was like getting a groove for it. And I was like, I think I kind of like this album. And the more I listen to it, I'm like, I don't really want to hear this.
I don't want to
Like
hear it. I don't
it
want to
got
hear
played
it.
out real quick for me.
Bro, long story short, I was in a place and the album came on and it just ruined the whole vibe. The energy was ruined. And I was like,
Definitely.
okay, this is not on the list. It's just not it. I had to
hey,
turn on Some
I
Tory
thought
Lanez.
I would have been the only one because you want to know some after that review. I delete that album. I ain't.
Me
Oh, bro, I
too,
mean,
bro.
bro.
Like, it's not that I don't. It's like, cause what happened what did it for me is I was listening to this album and I thought I was starting to like it. I said I think I was starting to like this album, and then I went back to his old albums and just started listening to his discography one time on my route, and I was like, this is probably my least favorite Weeknd album. Like real shit, this is probably my least favorite.
It's not
And I
good.
like
It's
what
just
he was
not
trying to
good.
do. I think it was creative, but it just didn't sit right with me.
Yeah, a lot of fans just don't want to hear some pop shit. They want to hear their R&B shit.
Yeah.
From most of his fans, in ways, they want him to go back into a dark place so bad so they can hear that goddamn music.
I mean, I don't want him to go to a dark place, but you don't have to go to a dark place to give us solid music. You know what I'm saying? Me personally,
That one just ain't it, man. That one just
yeah,
ain't it. I think
like
that he does.
it sounds like he was in a dark
fantastic all
place
the
on that
time.
one. Shit,
Yeah, bro, this is like a super dark place. That's why I was like,
shit
bro, that's
sound
not it.
depressing, low key.
It's just not it, bro. I just kept looking at it like, bro, this isn't it at all. And I was like, that's why I don't know, man. It's just not it. I keep saying it's not it to be final with it, but that's just not the one. But I do want to take this last few minutes. If you want to make a new segment, we anticipated some things the first time, and who else are we anticipating for the year? I know we put in the last thing, but I still want to see who else are we anticipating to come out this year that we know is coming out.
I didn't say it last time, but I know Jay. I don't think we said it last time, but JID needs to come out.
Definitely waiting for JID.
Hey, are y'all, do y'all have like something that like on the back end of this that y'all gotta go to or something?
I do gotta go to the studio at noon, but I can stay on to like 11:15.
Okay,
cool. I gotta get ready.
So no worries. I respect that. My bad, bro.
No,
I'm just asking random questions. I was asking random questions. So like, do you think? So me and my friend had this conversation the other day. Do you think that JID is gonna wind up being better than J. Cole?
He has the potential.
I think
because what you want me to go? You want to go, AJ?
You go.
All right. So only reason I say this, and I'm not sure if this is like real factual or not, but like if you go on Spotify, JID is the most streamed monthly artist for Dreamville right now. And he ain't dropped a project in a while. So, I mean, if you count Religion, but I'm talking about solo project.
Yeah.
He ain't dropped since 2018. So that's like if he's streaming, if he getting that many streams a month off and he ain't dropped a solo project since 2018, I don't know, like as of right now, I don't think he's better than J. Cole, but like eventually if he keeps growing and keeps snapping how he's snapping, bro, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. I won't write it out.
I think because of his snapping, because J. Cole snapped just as hard as he do.
Oh yeah, for sure, of course.
No question about that.
I think what set him apart from Cole and what really has what will make people say that he is better than Cole is that his energy. Because a lot of people, if you listen to a lot of people just say J. Cole's boring.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think that's what would take Jid up there
to the next
Cole.
level. Yeah,
because of his energy, and then the way he comes and snaps on tracks, bro, it's crazy.
And then he has that. Oh, go ahead, Jamarcus. No, go ahead, Jamarcus.
Say it one more time.
You know what I'm saying? With the wordplay plus the beats that he picks, they crazy.
Yeah, I think JID is on track to beat J. Cole. I do. I think that what's going to change JID to J. Cole is that he's going to have that one album where it's like he has the perfect balance of just live ripping tracks and then him just going hard on just bars like he did. I feel like whenever I sit back and I listen to I listen to like an Ed and Eddie, right? I listen to Ed and Eddie, and I see like, okay, he's out here spitting bars, and he's got it good enough. And then he'll sit back and he'll throw on like "Get Off My Dick." What's the song? Not "Get Off My Dick." Excuse me. What's the track with him? Him and J. Cole. Off that. So he'll
Off
sit
that,
back
yeah.
off these. Excuse me. He'll play it like that, and if he continues to pair like tracks like that together, and it just has like the right producer and it's the right time, I think he's gonna sit back and have a classic album. I do think that he's on a trajectory to pass him up, no question. I think that he's
Definitely.
the most coveted talent in Dreamville right now. The second is gonna be Ari Lennox, and I hope that she doesn't leave. Just because I want to see my boy J. Cole keep winning, but I heard she's not very happy with her situation.
I
Just
think
off of what I've seen.
over in Atlantic. I mean, not Atlanta, but Interscope. Then J. Cole.
I'm not sure. I didn't like dive into it. I just know whenever I hear Ari Lennox, I think of Dreamville. So
Yeah.
that's all I know. So if it is something else different, then that's good. I'm happy. But yeah, I think that it's gonna happen. I think she's on like he's on a trajectory to do that. And I think that the moment it happens, it's gonna be a pretty great day. Cause I mean, like J. Cole has solidified herself for a decade, or in this era of time, pretty much from 08 to now being great. And if JID could just come out like a little bit more consistently. That's just me talking for my own self. Coming out more consistently with more bangers and more bigger shit. And then he keeps doing this shit with Religion. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's one of the catalysts behind what we had when we got the Dreamville album. I'm pretty sure he's a catalyst for why that happened, because his energy is what creates like, hey, like we need this same energy on everything, and that's the reason why he's on like 90% of the tracks.
For sure.
Because he's there. He's the focal point. And along with Earth Gang. And I'm not saying that Earth Gang's trash. I just think that it's a healthy mix, and it's
with the album, yeah.
Huh?
They just need to actually come out with the album.
Yeah. I mean, if Earth Gang is Outkast and JID is the new J. Cole and Ari Lennox is the new Mary J, or whomever we want to.
I kind of think JID kind of like going towards that like Wayne.
Really?
Like, because me personally, like that's what he sound like, because like the wordplay and like the way he like just be like with the sporadic flows and everything like Wayne used to be doing. Like, I don't know, but that's just me.
I appreciate that, because I think that I'm trying to put him in a box. And I think that you just helped me like understand that box doesn't need to be there. Like JID is his own killer. I'm going off of like, because he's under J. Cole, I want him to sound like J. Cole. I want him to do things like J. Cole. But I shouldn't even worry about that. I think that he can surpass him, because I know that Wayne surpassed J. Cole before J. Cole even came out. Wayne was already surpassed J. Cole. So I should sit back and just look at him like he's the icon that he is, and not try and box him into a thing. So I appreciate you saying that. That was real.
The thing I would say about JID is like what AJ was saying earlier. People sometimes think J. Cole is boring, but like with JID, he can do the conscious shit. He can do the trap shit.
Yeah.
He can do some R&B shit. Like he is so versatile in many ways. Not saying that J. Cole isn't, but like J. Cole be trying to get off a message. Like most times, especially with albums like For Your Eyes Only and KOD, he be trying to get his message off. With JID, I feel like JID be just trying to kill everybody. You know, everything he come across, he just trying to murk him because he hungry right now. I mean, JID might shift to that point where he trying to get his message off too, but I feel like even if he gets his message off, he's still gonna come out with a bang on that shit, you know?
Yeah. Even with the songs that like, even with the tracks that he's like, let me find another word. I don't want to use the word lackluster, but like where he's not on the track flowing the hardest or like the hardest bars, but it's like you still, JID is one of them guys when you listen to him and that the flow in the verse is not as hard as it could as other songs, you still like, man, that JID verse was tough, man.
Yeah, I don't think that JID doesn't miss. Like JID hasn't really ever missed, in my opinion. I think that I really like JID's carving a new lane. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. He's carving a new lane that we haven't seen before. Wayne did it very similar with the Hot Boys and with Cash Money and then going solo. I think that if JID keeps doing this to where he sits back, he comes with a posse album like a Dreamville album, then he comes with a great group album like this Religion album, and then he puts out like a really classic banger on his own. I think JID is gonna definitely solidify itself as that next group of the Kendricks, the Coles, and the Drakes.
I agree, and I can't wait till that new album drop. Like, bro,
I think
because
that
I know he coming with it.
I think that this is gonna put this next album. I think can put Dreamville on the map. It's gonna put JID on the map. Right now, I think that it's honestly. I think here's my thought, and then we can kind of like end on this if y'all want to. I think that right now, that next group of people, right, the next group of people that I know for sure is there. I only know one person that's there, and I think that it's Lil Baby. I think Lil Baby is already there as the next great MC rapper to kind of like bring us into the transition in the next time period.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think Moneybagg Yo.
See, I think Moneybagg Yo is a like when it comes to like making music, I would put Moneybagg Yo in that.
So you think he's a good
like? I think he's a good songwriter.
I think he's just in the. I think he's in the Wale group. I think he's in the Wale group.
If he has a direction, then he can. Yeah, I kind of agree with that because if Wale got a direction, he would like. He is magnificent, but I think if it's like come down to like cypher type shit, I think Lil Baby and like could keep up with JID at one point. I don't think he can out rap him, but I think he can at least keep up.
For sure.
I don't disagree.
I think that Lil Baby is just it solidifies that next group of great superstar MCs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
That we haven't. I think that we don't have the other pieces to the puzzle. Like we were blessed. I don't even know. Like I can't even. I don't think that we've ever had a time period where we had Kendrick, Cole, and Drake. I can't think of a time period where we've had all three at the same time. I think that Lil Wayne dominated for a time period. I think that Jay-Z was dominating in that same time period for a little bit of time. But I don't think that we've ever had a time when it was like just three crazy great MCs for a long period of time, for a decade.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So I think that it may be. I think that selfishly, I think that Lil Baby doesn't have the energy to sit back and do it. That's just me being a jerk. So Lil Baby can be on my neck if he needs to be, but I don't think that Lil Baby has the energy or the juice to sit back and be that guy like a Wayne carried rap for a period of time. I don't think that he has that energy, but I think that the reason why JID is needed, maybe a Moneybagg Yo is needed for the ecosystem. Who else is young that's actually doing it though? Who am I missing? I may be missing like a Cordae.
Cordae definitely.
Right, Cordae is needed in the ecosystem is because of the fact that you have these other funnels of people that need to sit back and hear that energy, and they'll bring in a Gunna on an album, or they'll bring in a Lil Baby on the album, so that way it'll make sense. So I mean, I don't know. I just think that we're not there yet. I just think that Lil Baby's a guy to see at the table for that next group of great people, the great artists. I think Lil Baby's already there.
I thought I never heard you say them type of words, man. Let me just tell you that, cause bruh, my turn must have changed your mind for real.
Huh?
I said my turn must have changed your mind for real, cause nigga.
Absolutely.
I ain't never ever. I can remember when we was in Georgia. We was at the Waffle House and Chris was playing what's that song with him, Lil Baby and Drake. I mean him, Gunna and Drake. That song is a that song, and you was like, because Chris had played it, he was like, man, turn this bullshit off. But now, look where we at now.
Yeah, I can't hate on the dude, man. Dudes are putting out great albums, putting out great music, man. You just gotta sit back and see consistency. And I think that consistently he sits back and he gets on tracks, and I watched him get on 2 great fucking tracks, or 3 great tracks now. But 2 great tracks with 2 people that I enjoy listening to, Drake and J. Cole. And on one of the tracks, he definitely bodied one of them. I'm not gonna say which one of it is. The light-skinned nigga that's always in his emotions. And on the other one, I feel like the other guy definitely still bar for bar with him. So it is what it is. But I think that Lil Baby already has a seat at the table, and he's waiting on whoever else is coming to the seat with him to kind of like rock out.
For sure.
For real.
Yeah, I salute to that. That's a good way to get off, brother. I like that.
Another
Absolutely, man.
project with AJ DJ and Jamarcus. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.
Like, comment, subscribe.
But yeah, that was I like that last little segment though. That was dope.
Yeah.
Man.
That was dope as fuck.